All right, guys, I've been fighting this fish for a long time, and it is a giant. All right, guys, so the water is as low as I've seen it. These two trees I normally fish, it's about 1.5 feet lower than it was last week, which you can tell. So I'm not gonna set anything back here. Water's just too low. It's still pretty clear, so that's good, but I'm gonna get out into the main bay, and if I have any time left, I'll come back here and set these if I can. But I think we're gonna focus our efforts more in the deeper water this trip. I'm here after work, and I want to really get to the main river and the bay at least to set my new lines out. Call them throw lines or bank lines or something like that, depending on where you're from. So all the trees are normally set, no dice. You see how low the water is here just from a previous video. So we're 2 or 3 feet lower. So let me get out to the main bay. We'll start setting some. All right, guys, well, we got a little bit of a north wind blowing right now, more than I really expected. I'm gonna tie to this old root ball as my first line right here. I've been wanting to try this spot a couple times now, so I figured this would be a good opportunity for me to set up right here. Well, that ain't gonna happen. I have to go find somewhere else. All right, guys, I got all my stuff pre-made, and this is what we're gonna be trying to do. I forgot to film the first one, but I pre-hooked everything for this one. We got 3 lines on it, or 3 hooks, and I'm just gonna drop them off the side as they're done. 2 Catfish Kool-Aid and 1 bluegill chunk right here. So I'm gonna do that. Ooh. There we go. And then for the end, I have a weight. Put the weight in my cup holder, and I'm just gonna paddle out straight till that weight gets tight. All right, cool. Kind of got stuck in my rudder a little bit, but it's not too bad. And all I have to do now is mark this on the GPS, and I'll be ready for the next one. So I'll get this one set up. This one is right here with 3 hooks, 2 Catfish Kool-Aid, 1 bluegill chunk. All right, so we are as far out in this branch as we can get. And I'm just going to tie my normal knot, just like this. And that ain't going nowhere. So we'll just come in here. And I always put my Catfish Kool-Aid on first. So this is a Catfish Kool-Aid. Throw that over. And we come through and clip the next one. Toss it over, and we need a weight. I'm gonna use one of my bigger weights since we're in the main river part, and what I'm gonna do is just clip it on the end, just like this. So put that in my cup holder. And I'm going to try to just paddle backwards until this line tightens up. That's all there is to it. So we'll go and get the next one. Hey guys, sorry for the bad angles and everything. This GoPro on my chest wasn't cooperating too well. So I got one more line to go mark on the GPS. I forgot to do it on the way out. I was kind of in a rush to get done before the sun goes down out here after work. So everything was trying to move real fast and forgot to do one of the steps. So let me find this last line and mark it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early when we check these lines. So stay tuned. Morning, everybody. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Nice 67 degrees down here in Louisiana. No humidity. Really, really nice morning. I'm sure all the duck hunters this morning are pretty excited about the weather. So we'll get to checking, bring you guys along. I got 2 limb lines to check, and then we got to run our little modified trot line deals. So hopefully we got some fish on them. I really want a big old catfish on one of these. So water's up just a little bit from yesterday. So stick around and let's see what we catch. All right, this line we had a big old piece of chicken liver and a whole bluegill on one hook. So maybe we got a big one. It looks like the line was pulled to the side. So at some point something, I guess, was hooked maybe. But it's still, holy. Yeah, we caught something big. It tore my line. Wow. We had something big on this one. Yep, we sure did. I'm gonna have to use some bigger line because this broke. That was something real big. Dang. That's unfortunate. Pretty disappointing. Oh yeah, this clip is jacked up too. Had something big. All right guys, the first promising line is right here. It's stretched back towards the bank. Last time I caught a fish at this one spot. It was stretched exactly the same. So let's see if we have any luck, or if it just, oh, God dog it. All right guys, I've been fighting this fish for a long time, and it is a giant. He's huge. He is freaking huge. And he must have got wrapped around this stick, and maybe it finally just broke off, or I let him fight a little bit, but he's a freaking monster. And this is the biggest catfish I've caught in my kayak for sure. We got him, boys. Woohoo! Look at this. Look how big this sucker is. Oh yeah. That was a pain in the butt because he was wrapped around that limb and I couldn't get him up. This is what we've been looking for right here. Hell yeah, buddy. This tree has paid off this trip and last trip. Yeah, let's go.